To the Oscar Pistorius murder trial. Pistorius is back in court this morning after a month-long break. Closing arguments are underway for the former Olympian charged with killing his girlfriend. And ABC's Lama Hassan has the latest. Lama, good morning.
And good morning to you, Amy. Well, it's an explosive start to the closing arguments in the Oscar Pistorius murder trial, with the prosecution arguing Pistorius was being deceitful, evasive and untruthful by referring to all of his inconsistencies when giving his version of events, arguing he shot and killed his girlfriend with intent. This morning, the final chapter begins in the sensational Oscar Pistorius murder trial, a 5-month affair that has been filled with drama since the start. Today, that drama back on display. Lead prosecutor Gerrie Nel, aka the Bull Terrier, going on the attack from the outset.
The accused was a deceitful witness, his core version of events being absolutely devoid of any truth.
As he makes his final arguments to the judge and her 2 assessors, punching holes in the defense's case, saying there was no perceived intruder that night Pistorius killed his girlfriend, model Reeva Steenkamp, trying to prove he intended to shoot her after an argument.
This is just coming from the accused. I fired shots at the toilet door and shouted to Reeva. Milady, there is no way of interpreting this sentence any way but say, I deliberately fire shots.
Nel trying to show the Blade Runner was not a credible witness, pouncing on his inconsistencies while on the stand and focusing on 13 of what he calls Pistorius's untruths.
He heard a noise emanating from the toilet. Noise and movement. In normal circumstances, I wouldn't read it so carefully. But in this instance, we have to, because there's a difference between hearing movement and hearing a noise.
Painting Pistorius as always placing the blame somewhere else.
The accused refused to take any responsibility and would always place the blame for his actions somewhere else.
Untruthful and trigger happy. Well, tomorrow the defense is expecting to deliver its closing arguments before the judge can deliberate and deliver her final verdict. Remember, in South Africa, there is no jury system, so it's up to the judge and her 2 assessors to make the final decision.